Well, the home of Sporting is a venue that Roberto Martinez and his team say they love to play. The home support has responded again. 2 Portugal changes, one of them enforced by Gonçalo Inácio's withdrawal through injury. He is replaced by Renato Veiga, who gets a first start since March. Nelson Semedo takes over from Diogo Dalot, that's the other change. João Felix and Nuno Tavares are added to the bench, with Rafael Leao also now injured. They are not changes that should disrupt the rhythm of the Portugal lineup, who found a way to beat Hungary last month, as they found a way to beat the Republic of Ireland here on Saturday. The referee is from Serbia tonight. Srdan Jovanovic is the man in charge. Just the 225th international cap for Ronaldo this evening. Well, 2 high-caliber additions for Hungary on a night when they know they will have to be at their very best. Roland Jaloj and Barnabas Varga, who scored twice in the reverse fixture, are back from suspension and immediately recalled. Daniel Lukac, who got his first Portugal potentially just 90 minutes away from booking their place at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Victory tonight pretty much guarantees it will. Pedro Neto, who's gone for a return pass, instead Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo! First sight of the whites of the posts tonight for Cristiano Ronaldo. Some finish even by the standards he's set for himself and everybody else. Well, this nicely Hungary, and there's an effort at goal from Roland Jaloj that Diogo Costa gets down really well to save. Well, one of those returning to the starting lineup for Hungary tonight. Jaloj to curl it inside the far post. Had an angle to work with, and the shape on the shot was pretty good, but Diogo Costa's in fine form. Expecting all he can to protect his goalkeeper. In from Szoboszlai. It's an awkward one. That's resulted in a goal for Attila Szalai and Hungary, who against the odds lead early in Portugal. The travelling support can celebrate the first goal that Hungary have ever scored in a qualifying match on Portuguese soil. And Attila Szalai has his first ever competitive goal for his country. Well, it was a non-contest up against Bernardo Silva for the big defender. Szoboszlai's corner, as you would expect, was a good one, looping beyond the reach of Diogo Costa. And once it reached Attila Szalai, Ronaldo was dropped deep to help with the creativity. Vitinha towards Nelson Semedo, nodded away by Styles, but here comes Bruno Fernandes, and it will be a free kick for Szalai's challenge. Well, once Bernardo Silva was moving and towards Bendigosbola. Oh, that's a lovely touchdown for Szoboszlai. Was it a shot? Was it intended as a pass to Varga? Matters not. Out come his goal kick. Worked this beautifully, Hungary. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Oh, Vitinha. Nelson Semedo with a pocket of space. Ronaldo! To make it 1-1. An instinctive run that made for a straightforward finish. Parity restored, and Portugal can once again start thinking about the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And it is a man with ambitions of playing in his 6th World Cup who has got them level. Well, it was Nelson Semedo as an extra man inside the penalty area for Portugal there that made it all possible. And he squared it beautifully for Ronaldo, who arrived. Failures to break through either, simply reset and go again. Nuno Mendes. It's well watched by Balash Tot, who was caught by Ronaldo. Szoboszlai floated in beautifully. Shalloy was there, and there was a brief moment when one or two in white were appealing for handball. I think louder voices clarified that that wasn't actually what they had seen. Barnabas Varga with a towering leap and win. Yeah, you could see it. Nuno Mendes with the corner. Ronaldo and a header which flies wildly off target. Certainly a long way away from what he was aiming to achieve. One goal already tonight. That reaction tells you in the week that he was revealed to be the first billion-dollar footballer, it is goals that he... Ronaldo against Milos Kerkez. Nelson Semedo. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. Ruben Neves. Vitinha's flick. Nuno Mendes. Gets it back from Ruben Diaz. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Ronaldo again. Incredible. The goals just keep coming for Cristiano Ronaldo. Delivers once again when required to drag his nation from a deficit into the lead just before half-time. It's all in the timing, and Cristiano Ronaldo still has it. Nuno Mendes into the path delightfully for Ronaldo. Well, a player who cannot keep himself out of the headlines will once again be getting the accolades at the interval. Ronaldo's 2 goals have Portugal in front. Portugal getting us back underway in a position of superiority that didn't necessarily look like it would be the case as we crept toward a change of angle of approach. Nelson Semedo. Bruno Fernandes. Not dealt with when it should have been, and Tots had to come up with a save to prevent Pedro Neto making it 3-1. Well, the ball should have been swept away by Willi Orban. It wasn't. And the defender grateful to his goalkeeper for coming up with a sharp save. He wasn't entirely sure. On for Dominic Szoboszlai. He was allowed to drift into a shooting position. It was Renato Vega who took the sting out of the shot. His ability to shoot needs to be recognised by Vitinha. Ronaldo. Shalloy backpedalling. Nelson Semedo, Bernardo Silva, Cristiano Ronaldo. Trying to curl what would have been the hat-trick goal into the top corner. It would have been something truly special to get it. Bruno Fernandes, Ruben Neves, Ruben Diaz. Oh! Incredible effort that very nearly produced a goal. Ruben Neves, Pedro Neto, Nuno Mendes, Bruno Fernandes opens up. So close again, Portugal, to scoring a third. Pushing hard now. Shalloy a long way back to João Felix. Nelson Semedo, Ronaldo, Conceição immediately into the action, and a good cross as well. Balázs Tot, big save to deny João Felix. But for Balázs Tot in the Hungary goal, it would be game over already. Two really strong hands required there to prevent João Felix making an immediate impact as a substitute. Oh, now the ambitious from Shalloy. Has he got it right? Is it too far away, so he thinks? This'll tell us. 2-0 lead in that game. Here's Conceição. João Paulinho. Grabbed by Tot. Nuno Tavares. Just beyond the reach of Gonçalo Ramos. Retrieved by Conceição. Nelson Semedo, with a swing and lack of contact, gets it back from Bernardo Silva. And then the pass from João Paulinho is beyond Conceição. They just keep going, aware that their greatest strength is their attacking ability. Those inside Estadio just say Alvalade have been entertained tonight, and they might yet be again here, as Conceição was very nearly able to get there ahead of Tot. Vitalis, Shalloy, Dardai, Szoboszlai, Shalloy, tremendous build-up. Corner kick is Hungary's reward. In from Szoboszlai. Pretty much on the money again, Diogo Costa does really well. And then Varga gets his head to the ball, but it was an awkward one to guide on target. It was Luke Nego and João Felix who were at the heart of the tussling there. Good run this from Lukacs, and here's a chance for an equaliser. Szoboszlai. That's changed things. Hungary simply refusing to be beaten tonight, and in stoppage time a goal from Dominik Szoboszlai that puts Portugal's progress to the 2026 World Cup on ice. Well, they scored the first goal of the night. Have they scored the final goal of the night? First thing to check was whether or not there was an offside. Didn't look like it. And then Lukacs just managed to get round Nuno Tavares, and how did the ball make its way all the way across the face of goal for Dominik Szoboszlai to slide in and bury the chance. Hungary get their reward for persistence, sheer and utter grit and determination. Vitinha. It's an inviting looking cross. The effort from João Felix, saved by Balázs Tóth. Headed away by Jalói. Not to be tonight for Portugal. So close, but they can't yet rubber stamp their progress to the FIFA 2026 World Cup, despite 2 goals from Cristiano Ronaldo that dragged them from behind to in front. But in the 91st minute, as we ticked into stoppage time, Hungary grabbed themselves an equaliser through Dominik Szoboszlai that strengthens their claim on second in Group F. And although Portugal have an outstanding lead at the top of the group, their perfect record no longer remains intact. 3 wins now and 1 draw means